How's it going, AP Studio fam? I hope everyone had an amazing day. Right now, it is July the 25th at 3:24 in the morning. Um, it was a pretty hectic day today. Not going to sit here and lie. The reason why I say that is because of this. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up or not, but this right here is what happened at work. We got a little burn today. Um, this in my career of being in restaurants. This is my first time getting burned at, well, not really my first time, but as far as like hitting some equipment, yeah, this is the first time I've actually gotten burned using kitchen equipment, whether it be in Hingta, whether it be in other jobs I've worked for or working at. All my time has been in the front of house, whether it be serving, whether it be register, whether it's just customer service has always been my gig. And it took 6 years for me to go into the kitchen. It's pretty cool. Not gonna sit here and lie. Can't complain. I mean, right now is just to suffice what is going to be in 2 months, and what is going to be in 2 months is I'm going home. That's the day. Hopefully, my old job here to come back is September. Fingers crossed, because when it does open, I know I'm going back, and I'm not going to sit here and lie. Damn, this one is a hard part to talk about. As I sit here and speak to you, do I see myself working in that restaurant for another, 6 years? No, I do not. When I stepped through those doors on June 5th of 2020, it was basically like, here, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be behind, you're going to be behind this buffet bar, and you're going to be serving these customers. That was my job for June, for 2 months. Then I get promoted to being a waiter. And then, damn, I really am going to talk about my career in Hingta. Damn, I never thought I was ever going to do this one. And then we go from waiter to becoming an assistant manager. And I'm not going to sit here and lie. I had to turn it down. I had it, but I gave it up. One, I was 19 years old and I had so much shit going on in my life. Two, I was not a good waiter or a good server. My skills were steadily declining. I can blame all the things that happened outside of my life in that restaurant. Did it weigh in as I was working? Absolutely. There's no doubt in my mind. The things that was happening outside the restaurant were affecting my abilities in it. So I stepped down, and I thought that was the right move, which it was. But I thought that, hey, look, once I drop this and I don't worry about this responsibility, maybe my skills can improve. And well, they almost improved. They almost never improved because we could have gotten fired. Because I was having an off day. I'll never forget. It was a Friday. It was an off day. I mean, I don't know what was going on with me in my mind. I just don't know. I can't really explain it. Just something felt off that whole day. And I don't know. Maybe it was just because we had like a few new hires at that time. Maybe it was the fear like they were coming from my job, or maybe I got too comfortable. I really can't explain, but just whatever it was that day, something was just totally off. And my boss really just was not having it with me that day. And I'm forever grateful, and I hope she does hear this, because if you hear this, I love you forever for this. We go to the storage room. We had the cashiers up front. The hallway goes to the kitchen, and on your right is where the storage room is. She goes over there, and we're just sitting there. No, she sits me down, and she says, Arthur, there's a reason why I hired you. And I hate to see you wasting all your potential because I don't know what's going on. You have so much to give, and you have unlimited potential. I don't know if that's what I'm just probably just over exaggerating. And you have What it was, you have great potential. And she said, I hate to see you wasted, and I hate to see someone like you just blow it all away. In my mind, like, oh shit, I'm going to get fired. And from that point on, from August up until January, I had one of the greatest runs in my career in that restaurant. And we carried that mentality from, after Christmas, because this is how I viewed it in the restaurant. Christmas Day was like our Super Bowl. I'm just using it in sports terms. It was really our Super Bowl. Why? Because that was the busiest day of the year for us. It was the busiest day, and because, oh my God, how can I explain how it was so busy? Let's just say, for example, the month before we even open our doors, we have a line waiting. Because in that area, all restaurants are closed. We're the only one that's open. I don't even know Waffle House is even open on Christmas Day. I'm not so sure. But I do know for a fact we were. And when we opened, all hell broke loose. It was like that from 20, 21. Well, 21 wasn't like, oh shit, it's busy, busy, busy. But the year after that, 22, that was the craziest day I've ever worked in my life. I was that one day, Christmas Day, 2022 is the craziest fucking day of my, service career. And 23 was like, it was meh at best. But for us, Christmas Day was always our Super Bowl. Because the moment we open the door, we have a line. And that rush, everyone's like, oh, well, if you get a rush between like 2 and 3 or 5 and 6, that rush begins from 11 o'clock in the morning until we close those doors. It was like that the whole fucking day. Damn, I never would have thought I'd be speaking on my old job on my YouTube on my YouTube channel. I wasn't even thinking about going to do this. I'm not going to sit here and lie. When I got in my car leaving work, my first thought was go to a gas station, get me a Johnny Bootlegger, or get me a beer, and help me forget about this day. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe we'll have some story, or we'll have something to pull from this vlog. Maybe we will. But maybe we will. And there's a lot of other things I might need to address here in my, minutes. What can we talk about? I wish I had more to give you guys, but I just don't know what else to talk about. Because all these videos are unedited. Speaking of editing, hopefully by Monday we can release the full AP Studios agency. We can go ahead and release that editing agency, and if, like I said, if you want somebody to edit your, I knew that fucking the fucking bug was gonna come. Give me 1 second, guys. I knew that son of a bitch. Pop this damn head in here. I can't sleep with that fucking. This is probably the most sporadic late night edition of AP Studios. I apologize about that. That fucking bug got me tweaking right here. But anyways, guys, hope you guys having a blessed day. Hope you guys, I can't do my fucking CTA. Hope you all have a blessed. Try this again. Hope you guys have a blessed day, and I hope everything goes well with you. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night.